Welcome to the highlights of the second T20 International between the Windies and England in the Sandals T20 International Series from St. Kitts. England came into this match one up in the series, and the Warner Park pitch, which in the past has given good value for shots, looked as though it had the potential to offer the same for this game. The toss was won by the Windies captain Jason Holder, and he elected to field first. Ordinarily, there would have been one change for the Windies, with Obed McCoy making his T20 international debut at the expense of O'Shane Thomas. But after the toss, Ashley Nurse, who was in the original 11, damaged his finger, and he had to be replaced quite belatedly by Davindra Bishu. England unchanged, with a lot of power and experience in their lineup. Let's go straight to the top of the action.
Wasn't only the bowling that let the Windies down, they're catching as well. And a couple of things going for them very early in this second T20 International. It's a must-win game. Jason Holder calling right. We've had 6 previous T20 Internationals at this venue, Warner Park. 5 producing results. And 4 out of 5 times, teams chasing, they've gone on to win.
Just thinking, lads, in our commentary position, we're quite close to the wicket here, aren't we? I'm just thinking the windows here might just be threatened.
Yeah, we are very short straight on this ground. So Alex Hales, who's going to face the first ball, is hitting straight at us. So the 2 sweepers are on the leg side. Short straight, but mid on and mid off are up. Finally, well, no, third man just not in the right place at the moment. Right, here we go. Oh, looks a good pitch. You saw that, just nice bounce to the middle of the bat. Should only really be a single. Short boundary that way. Short boundary all round. That's probably the longer side, but it's downwind. He went for it. Oh, misfield, first one of the day.
Carlos Brathwaite it was. Is there a chance? Don't think Shea Hope collected it cleanly, so might be a reprieve.
I think they look like some average fielding there, then the running and the dive in particular from Hales. Wasn't great cricket all round. Johnny Bairstow could have put away the full toss better, so the ball wasn't a good one. Then there was this misfield. Then there was a slight miscommunication, and the throw just died as it hit the surface.
Yeah, there was an opportunity for a wicket. Shea Hope getting his hands crossed.
Edge. That's going to race away, no stopping it.
Just flying past Chris Gale at first slip. First boundary of the innings for England.
Oh, short. Just helped it along. And he got away with one that didn't beat short fine leg, not that time.
Well, with fine leg up, it's just helping it on its way. That's what he does so well. He just controls the shot there, just helps it. Doesn't try and hit it too hard, just uses the pace that's there.
Ball catch, brilliant. Diving to his right. And there we see the salute once more.
Brilliance. Really good effort on the field. We've been speaking about the Windies being subpar with their out cricket. Not this time. He's slashing at this one. And the late replacement makes an impact straight away. Devendra Vishu, the leg spinner, works in tandem with Sheldon Cottrell to get the first wicket for the Windies. Celebrations all around. Besto, he has to go for 12. It's 15 for 1 now.
Joe Root with a good opportunity. That is a lovely shot. That is Joe Root at his best, just leaning on a delivery. 21 for 1.
That's my point earlier, really. Imagine him playing that in a test match. Forget it for the moment that it's a T20 game. When he looks to play like that in his first 8-10 balls, just get his innings up and running as he's done now.
Up and over, floated up, said hit me.
Hitting with whatever turn there is Alex Hales. Also with the wind, choosing the right options. Look how he clears that front foot. Stays far outside the line of the ball and gives himself room to free his arms.
Half-hearted shot. Oh, simple catch in the end, just a few steps back.
Well, they're absolutely delighted, maybe for a couple of reasons. One, the dismissal, and two, he really does struggle against left-arm spin in T20 international cricket. That is maybe the reason why Fabian Allen has been brought into the attack during the power play overs. He just didn't quite find the middle of the bat. And it's slightly against the wind, and that just gave Brathwaite a chance to get to that, and he wasn't going to drop it once he did. So perhaps very good planning from the West Indies, and a couple of important wickets early on. Alex Hales, the latest to go, 27 for 2.
Captain Owen Morgan.
Now there is taken, and the finger goes up. And that is number 3 within the power play. Not the best delivery that Brathwaite would have dreamed of, but it worked.
Well, in this kind of cricket, you want to put some bat on that. And he's just got a tickle. Right pad slows it up a bit. Good low catch from Shea Hope. And success. Carlos Brathwaite with his first delivery. So Owen Morgan goes for 1. England now 29 for 3.
Joe Denley is the new batsman. Got another one. England are falling apart here in St Kitts. Allen strikes again.
Fired in left arm spin. England so far not at the races. Inside the power play, they're 4 down. 32 for 4. Joe Denley in and out. He's not spinning, but he's tightening him up inside edge onto middle stump. That's the end of Denley. Fabian Allen doing absolutely fine as a left arm spinner in the power play. Denley has gone for 2. 32 for 4.
Sam Billings, the new batsman. It's been a procession in 5.2 overs. 4 wickets have gone down. Boundary to end the over. 39 for 4.
It's a brilliant effort. That is a really terrific effort. In the end, it does go to the boundary, but he had to do it. He had to try and come in and take the catch.
Hit very flat.
Nice strike, very good strike, too good in the end. Been at a premium boundaries today, 6 4s and 1 6.
Well, he's been using his feet, Sam Billings. He's been trying to get to the pitch, favors the onside, and gets down to this one. Getting against the spin, but right to the pitch. Great timing.
Tried to get it fine because that's where the gap is, does well. Just gave himself a little bit of time, Joe Root. Very skillful batting.
Well, this is the thing with Devendra Bishu. You're always going to get that back pitch one every over. There it is. And away it goes.
Wayward delivery just helped it on its way again.
And I think he was doing pretty well, bowling nice and straight and length.
Not the middle of the bat. Oh, brilliant effort. Brilliant effort. It was just hanging up in the wind. Not an easy catch going backwards, but that was a brilliant effort.
We've been talking about the effort by the Windies in the field, the energy. This one no short of effort at all. Sheldon Cottrell, he's a big man. Will he get there? Dives in.
Well, we're going to have a look. Sam Billings with the dive. Sam Billings desperately trying to get back. He stumbled at the non-striker's end.
Looks like he's struggling. Does the bat bounce? It looks like it is from that. Can't quite see. We're assuming that he's taken that cleanly. Just for the bounce of the bat.
Good bat speed. And well placed. Man at deep square was way in front of square.
It was short. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot. Jason Holder, usually because of his height, will get the extra bit of bounce. And we've seen a fair amount of bounce on this surface.
Beautifully played, cleverly played.
Absolute finesse and class from Joe Root. Have a look at this. Using the angle, the presence of mind to know that the third man is up in the 30-yard circle. And intentional.
Well, he just has another look into the leg side.
Goes again. It was a slower ball, but there's still enough pace.
The great players in the game, they find the gaps with ease. Have a look at this. It was a slower delivery, not a lot of pace on the ball, but still he's got the angle right. Find the gap behind point. Brings up the 100 for England.
Again, just finds the gap. High-class batting from Joe Root. It's been high-class 50 as well.
Similarity in approach with what we normally see from a guy like Virat Kohli. Very classical in his approach, not about power. It's about finesse. It's about finding the gaps, timing the ball, playing the right shots, the right delivery, like this one.
Yeah, that strike rate now 144. No surprise that he got in early as well.
And a boundary hard to come by. Could this be out? Yes, given. Didn't have to check upstairs. Gregory Brathwaite was very confident, and another wicket goes down.
Well, Sam Billings was pushing Joe Root very, very hard. And you can see here in this replay, Sam Billings has said yes straight away, and Joe Root is trying, he's playing catch up, and in the end, it's just too good a throw. A lot of credit really to the West Indies and the way they fielded. That is a brilliant, brilliant throw. Excellent from the keeper as well. Nothing really Joe Root could do in the end.
Yeah, just the pace of Billings. Joe Root will feel it's probably safer running with scissors than it is Sam Billings at times. Well played, Joe Root. He goes for 55, 114 for 5.
David Willey, power hitter, sometimes opens the batting in domestic cricket back in England.
Swept into the leg side as he found the gap. Ball pitches, finds the boundary.
You'll know he favours the onside. Sam Billings. If you look at the field as well, and he's just as enticing him to play through the offside. He doesn't choose that option. He knows his strength as a batsman, Billings.
There's 3 fielders behind square, saving 1 on the offside. Slow delivery, leg side again. He'll scamper and look for 2 again. Might get 4.
Hetmeyer guilty on this occasion. You can see the frustration on the face of Sheldon Cottrell. Rare blemish from the Windies, and at a crucial time as well. Yep, the coach is taking a note of it.
Well, it pales in comparison when you see the excellence that Fabian Allen has executed on the field. Quick across the ground, good arm. This is a letdown from Hetmeyer.
Maximum, flat maximum. 50, timely 50 for Billings. Straight into the dugout.
But luckily this ball was not directed into the stands. It was hit with ferocious power. Swatted away. Went flat like a tracer bullet. Everyone had to take cover in that England dugout.
I wonder if he needs to go Yorker now. Middle stump Yorker, middle and leg Yorker.
Well bowled, excellent delivery. Now they get 1. No, do they? No, 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 no! Is he back? What do you think?
And the accuracy of his flick. No issues. Willie survives.
Clever. That's his first boundary conceded.
Well said, Ian Bishop. Again, emphatic in your deliberation. This boundary conceded by Carlos Brathwaite, and where it goes? Through the onside. Paddle sweep, gets it on the full against his highest score in T20 International, Sam Billings.
There ain't no justice for bowlers, but it's 4.
Yeah, that's fortunate, but he's putting pressure on the bowlers. They're trying to bowl full and wide to him, and that's why he's standing on off stump or just outside, because he wants an early opportunity to get across the stumps to fetch the ball to where he wants to hit it.
Full toss. It very, very straight to the short boundary. I think it's 4.
Brings up a 150 for England. This is a really special effort so far with the bat by Sam Billings. Nice total so far at this venue in T20 internationals.
Full toss, 6, our away, our away. Great finish for England here. 1 over to go, 160 for 5.
Well, that was sailing and flying straight in our direction in the commentary box. Off the middle of the bat, the power of this man, Willie. Might have caused some damage as well to the window.
Starts with a slow ball, pumped down the ground for a maximum. He's under pressure.
It's excellent batting. When they're both wide, he's gone across the stumps.
There's nobody there. Chris Gale flags it through. England motoring here, 170 for 5.
Going horribly wrong in these last 2 overs for the West Indies. A little distortion, not clarity in the approach. It's lacking a bit.
High, it's a steepler. Might get lucky. Hetmeyer drops him. Gosh, that's gone high.
Well, he called for it. Well, that's the first thing that you do as a fielder when the ball goes into the air. You make a call if you think you have a chance of taking a comfortable catch. Then goes straight into his hands.
Oh, he gets this. The fielder out there at long off and punching it for 6.
You have to applaud the excellence of this late innings assault from Billings, but Brathwaite, we've seen with the athleticism of the modern fielder, he tried to catch it and throw it back over the boundary because his body weight was always going beyond the boundary. It's just mistimed everything. Just needed to push it back and he just messed it up. So the fielding has gone awry in these last 5 overs.
Super Sam Billings owns half a Kent as well. Slow ball, leg side, there's nobody there for more.
Absolute carnage in this last over. 22 runs already. This is a young player on debut. Should he be the one bowling this over?
Nick and gone. Wicket in the end. Something to cheer, the shake of the head. He's got a wicket on his debut. Should he have been bowled in that last over? I doubt it very much. England have rocketed there. They were in so much trouble at 32 for 4 and have finished an impressive 182 for 6. Game on.
Excellent innings. The one thing we haven't seen a lot of Yorkers hit the mark in this last few overs. But you have to give a lot of credit here to Sam Billings. his previous partnership with Joe Root for restoring this from 32 for 4. And a lesson learned for Obed McCoy. England got to 182 for 6. It's a good recovery from 32 for 4. Sam Billings with his highest T20 international score of 87 was the main architect, along with Joe Root, who got his first half century since 2016 World T20. 2 wickets for Fabian Allen. He bowled very, very well, bowled in pressure in the power play, 2 for 29. A wicket for Sheldon Cottrell and 1 apiece for Carlos Brathwaite and Obed McCoy. It meant that the Windies would need to get 183 from their 20 overs in order to try to square the series.
The West Indies, Chris Gayle, Shea Hope at the top of the innings. They've got their work cut out, and you can really look at this match so far in 2 halves. First 10 overs, England would have been 64 for 4, and then the next 10, 118 for 2. That is what they accomplished to get themselves to 183. Jeffrey Dujon, Rob Key. Tough ask for the West Indies here.
Yes, I'd say so. I think tactically they lost it a bit in the second half. Well, they lost it a lot in the second half of the innings. England, a score that you didn't think they would get early on, but they've got 182, and the West Indies now have to find a way to stay in this series.
Gets off the strike. Chris Gayle, as said before, and this is his home venue. Clipped away. 2 straight, 2 full for Christopher Henry Gayle. First boundary of the innings, 6 without loss.
Yes, he's just waiting for something to come in that arc. This one a little bit offline.
Goes on the ground, doesn't time it that well. We'll get a boundary.
This was back of a length, just hit through it. Didn't really make good contact. Maybe just feeling the pressure of having to get the scoring going.
Goes, picks the man out. That's a big blow for the West Indies. Chris Gayle has to go.
This is the wicket that England wanted. Was up in the slot. Couldn't quite get the elevation he wanted. Didn't seem to go at it very hard either. And simple catch for Joe Root. The West Indies normally go as Chris Gayle goes. And he's just left too early. Gone for 5. It's 12 for 1.
The exciting Shimron Hetwire makes his way to the crease. To 14 off 11 in the first T20 international. He has an opportunity here in this remaining Windies batting lineup. They must see it as an opportunity for them to step forward, fill the void with the departure of Christopher Henry Gayle. Can this be another wicket? Goes high. Taken. It could have been dangerous. Miscommunication all around. But it's another wicket for England.
Oh, this is extraordinary how he's managed to hang on to that ball. Owen Morgan, Tom Curran, both players were just running heads down. He has been hit hard just on the point of when he caught that ball. He has done so well. It's not often you see when you see miscommunication like that. The fielders are able to hold on to the ball. That's gone a long way up. Watch it here, both with eyes on the ball. Oh, that has hit him hard.
And sometimes contact is made before the catch is taken. This time made after the catch when he holds on. Shea Hope gone for 7, 13 for 2 now. Wickets falling in quick succession in the power play overs, very similar to what we saw when England batted. Now Bravo. Next, yes, and given. What a delivery. You can't keep this man out of the game. Wicket number 3 now.
This was absolutely the quickest delivery he's bowled. Mixed his pace up a bit, and this one just whistled through. Fingers right behind the seam.
Such a fast arm as well. Looked like he did him for pace. Really skidded it out of the surface. Great length as well. Much improved cricketer Chris Jordan with the new ball. Always had a game at the death, bowling Yorkers and slow balls. Now added a new dimension. Bravo goes for naught. Windies in real trouble, 14 for 3.
Very eventful passage of play. We're only into the 4th over of this innings, and 3 wickets down for the West Indies. Strong appeal again. Make that number 4.
Well, Holder just has a look and hangs around, but now he's walking off. Just looked again like he was done for pace. Falls straight. He's a tall man. But he looked like he just shuffled right across. Only thing might have been height.
May have been a question of height there, but certainly was caught in front. Came across his wicket and played across the line at the same time. It's Chris Jordan on a hat-trick. Jason Holder goes without scoring. West Indies now in deep trouble at 14 for 4.
Nicholas Pooran, informed player with the bat in the last match for the West Indies.
And Chris Jordan is mixed his deliveries nicely. Good change of pace, and he does have a bit of pace.
Doesn't get it. End of the 4th over, 14 for 4.
Nicely timed though. Welcome boundary, just the 3rd boundary of the innings so far.
Yes, this was good timing from Shimron Hetmeyer. Just couldn't quite pull it back. And Alex Hales down on the backward square leg boundary.
Edged and gone. Another for Chris Jordan. West Indies 5 down.
Another quick delivery. Just let it go across Pooran's bat. And maybe not done for pace, but forcing him to play at it. And Chris Jordan strikes again. He's just got 1 run scored off of him, 3 for 1, and Puran goes for 1. West Indies 20 for 5.
Fabian Allen, just one slip in place. Speaking of saying nearly 130 Ks, I'd say quicker than that. Just beaten for pace, just could not get himself into position, trying to get it down to third man. And he was just rushed. Eye-catching bowling this from Chris Jordan. And gone again. Slip in place. It's Joe Root. It went very quickly. Jordan has 4.
Well, he's having a great evening, Chris Jordan. This is wonderful stuff from him. 140 Ks there. No frills in his bowling. Just hit the pitch hard. Outside edge again. England attacking with a slip in position. Oh, and it just about hangs in there, Joe Root. Great joy for Chris Jordan. Fabulous figures, 1.5 overs, 8 dot balls, 3 for 4. Wickets galore. Fabian Allen gone for 1, 22 for 6.
Finds the gap, just uses that bit of pace. Excellent fielding in the deep, saved the run. Might have just got back even with a direct hit. Just another little misunderstanding.
The pressure is truly on.
It's gone up a long, long way. And it's got the legs as well. So they're going to continue to attack the Windies.
Well, I don't think they have much of a choice at this stage. Leg break. But once you get to the pitch, it doesn't really matter which way it's going, especially if you have a really heavy bat.
Again, it was ungainly, but it's picked the man out in the deep. Not even the big bat of Carlos Brathwaite can clear the boundary this time.
He's down and he's certainly out. England dominating this game in a sorry state, the Windies, 33 for 7. Rashid joins in, leg spinner. Carlos is down, he loses his shape. Straight to David Willey.
Just couldn't keep his balance. And as a result, didn't get as much bat as he wanted on it. So he's gone for 10. West Indies now 33 for 7.
Well, it's gone up a long, long way. Couple of men coming in. And taken just. A bit of a juggling act, but in the end taken.
Who is that? David Willey, I think, out in the deep. It's another absolute steepler, high into the night sky. Looked like another collision as two fielders converge. Willey got the other guys out of the way. Hetmeyer with a high swinger. It's out and it's in again, somehow. There, where is it? Here it is. Goes down as caught Willey, just about. Hetmeyer has gone for 10, 35 for 8. Oh, bowling with a beauty. Absolute ding-dong.
That's the other guy that we need to talk a lot about. Adil Rashid has been brilliant in the white ball component of this tour. It's googly spectacular.
Now, for all the names that go down on a team sheet, I'd say of all the bowlers, this man is first. Whether that's 50 over cricket or T20s, he is so important to this England side. Sheldon Cottrell goes for 239 for 9.
Big shot high in the air, mid-off comes round, it's Jordan, is not going to get there.
Well, this must be where cricket becomes real fun. If you're a leg spinner, you've got a batsman who just can't pick you. You can do whatever you want, you feel you're on top of the game, in complete control.
Slapped through mid-on, boundary. Hard to come by, just 4 fours and 1 6 in this 45 for 9. High in the air, he might get away with this. It's a steep plate with good catch. Taken. Billings, who else? Terrific athlete. And this game is over in a flash. England dominating. But think back to 32 for 4 England in the power play. And the Windies are all out for 45. Second lowest total in all T20 international matches after the Netherlands 39 versus Sri Lanka in 2014. That's what run does to you.
Yeah, the Windies were good for about 14 overs when England batted, and those last 6 overs that Billings took them for 88 just shifted the balance of power. And on here at St Kitts, it can be a difficult pitch at times, but it was the excellence of the bowling that has punished the West Indies and limited them to their lowest score in T20 international. The West Indies disappointingly rolled over for 45 in just 11.5 overs. Only 2 batsmen getting into double figures, Hetmeyer and Brathwaite. It's the West Indies' lowest total in T20 internationals and the second lowest all told in this format. Brilliance from Jordan, 4 for 6, the best figures for an England bowler in T20 internationals. 2 wickets to Willie and a couple for Rashid and Plunkett at the back end. The player of the match, Sam Billings, for his half-century, really gave England something, more than something to work with, and in the end it proved to be overwhelming. So just a confirmation of the summary: England 182 for 6. They were 32 for 4 at one stage, remember that, and the Windies rolled over for 45. So England winning by 137 runs, their biggest T20 international win. Congratulations to them on taking the series with 1 game to play. Hope you've enjoyed all the highlights from Warner Park. Look forward to your company next time. Bye.